Hello everyone, it's been a while. I had some technical issues for the past 2 weeks, but I'm back now. So let's have a quick look at the charts. So Bitcoin broke out of the channel and now has retested the top of it again. If it falls back into the channel, I would expect some consolidation within and then a potential breakout to the top. But right now I'm leaning more towards the scenario where this channel top will hold, and then we will see acceleration to the upside towards 40k or wherever the new range high will come in. Then eventually a retest of the previous range high at around 31,500, and then towards the middle of 2024 maybe a further acceleration to the upside. I'm monitoring this on the 4-hour time frame mainly. So if we get some sideways consolidations here for 1 or 2 or 3 days, then a new low or equal lows, while just a second, the RSI manages to stay above 30. That would be a bullish divergence that I will be very interested in to add to my long exposure again, but I'm still waiting for more confirmation on this, and I will update it in the channels once I see it. The stock markets have rallied yesterday with the CPI data coming in a notch lower than anticipated, so we will now have to see if we will get a retest of the previous corrective wave 4 top and bounce directly from there, or what I'm also leaning towards, as I mentioned in previous updates, this is the A, B, and then C. So with a lower retest here of the 618 fib level and then continuation. So we'll have to see how PPI data today will affect the markets, and then we can get a better understanding of what's going to happen next. The Dow Jones, similar to the SPX, so broke above the fourth wave high, and now we will either have a retest and continuation or an A, B, C. Everything will probably move in sync. So the Nasdaq, of course, is the strongest one out of the four, or out of the three, sorry, and it even broke above the wave 2, and it's inching in of the beginning from the corrective 5 wave move. So 15,932 is a level to watch today. Will we break through or reject and retest some lower levels? That also should be becoming clear over the next 1 or 2 days. Let's have a look at some altcoins. So Ethereum lost the previous relative equal highs that we were watching. It broke out nicely on the news of the ETF application by BlackRock, but since has dropped back under the $2020 level again. So currently we are in this large, in this large daily fair value gap here. So everything within here until $1,905, give or take, is still fair game, and we could just see some consolidation, and then if Bitcoin breaks to the upside, we will also see ETH follow most likely, and the next level to watch, exactly where we got the rejection, is $2,142, and if we break through there, $2,400, maybe even $2,600 is in the cards. However, since I expect Bitcoin to top out, to define its new range, and then eventually retest the previous range high of 31,500, So it will not be up only for ETH. Eventually ETH will top out and get a deeper pullback as well. At least that's what I expect. Let me clean this chart up a little bit here. So if $1,905 does not hold, the next level to keep an eye on is 1,825. But for the strength in this chart to really show itself, ideally this huge daily fair value gap will be respected, some consolidation, and then back to the upside. Atom is one of the stronger coins, so we got the breakout. We didn't get any more consolidation, not as much as I expected. Let me put on the con trading bands. So it's currently kind of fighting to stay above the daily 8 EMA, this gray line here. If the 8 EMA is lost, so we can see that we did not get a retest of the con trading bands equilibrium since the breakout. So if the 8 EMA doesn't hold, I would expect the EQ around $8 to get a retest, then a bounce, and then we will have to see how strong that bounce is, if it will just dip one more time or if it will keep going again to challenge the $10.20 level. So I have some buy orders here at $8, and my invalidation for this would be at around $7.28. Say within this channel. If it breaks back into the channel, I would have to reassess, and my target is $10.20 and $11.90. So a good reward to risk ratio, but we would need a stronger pullback on Atom, which doesn't look too bad right now in terms of getting the pullback, because the 8 EMA is kind of losing its hold today, but today's and tomorrow's candle closes will give us more outlook on what the price is going to do next. ADA also dipped under the 8 EMA, very harsh, rejected, and now it's struggling to get back above, but we are still in the previous resistance area here between 35 and 36 cents. So we may just see this consolidation now and then a move back to the upside, which will mainly depend on what Bitcoin is gonna do from here. So if Bitcoin consolidates for a few days, then gives us the positive divergence I'm looking for in the 4 hour, and then just shoots back towards 40k. I also think that ADA, if it's still above 35 cents at that point, is going to break above 40 cents, maybe towards 42 cents here. I'm still in my long position on ADA, by the way. I adjusted the stop loss to, I think, 33 cents the other day. Let's have a look at APE. So rejected at the EQ, now dropped below the 8 EMA. So this scenario could still play out, especially if we see Bitcoin doing something similar. And then as long as $1.28 holds, I think there is still more upside for APE. And once the price gets above the 8 EMA again and gets squeezed between the EQ and the 8 EMA, the breakout is just a matter of time. And then I would be targeting $2.13, $2.25, maybe. The lower resistance band here will also be in this area by that time. So that's an area I'm targeting right now. If we see another retest of $1.28, I will add to my long exposure on APE and then see how it's gonna play out. And my stop loss would be under the previous wick low here, and then targeting $2.12, $2.13. FTM, very strong. So the dump did not even give us a candle close under the ATMA. It just bounced, and it's now in the previous area we were eyeing, between 30 cents and 31.5 cents. So probably we will just get some consolidation, given that Bitcoin consolidates, and then a move to the upside towards 40 cents is in the cards. Currently I'm not in a long on Phantom, but if I see this consolidation happen, I will probably add some long exposure on it, because it's one of the stronger coins right now. I just want to see and wait what Bitcoin is going to do after today's PPI data release. Link so has ultimately rejected at the higher resistance band here. It's now back under the ATMA, rejecting so far. So an area of interest for me is this whole block here between $12.22 and I don't think we will dip all the way to $10.70, but $11.75 is definitely somewhere where I would think about scaling into a long position, maybe 5x leverage, so I have a good buffer here of around 18 or 19% depending on your exchange, and then see if we can get at least a double top at $16.15. So but we also have to wait if the market corrects further or not. Litecoin is back at the entrance area. It failed to break through the EQ here, but the entrance area, the entry area here of $70 is holding. So far we got a wick, but close above, and now we are slightly above the $70 mark. So I'm still leaning towards bullishness, especially if we see the ATMA reclaimed within the next 2 or 3 days. But if it's going to dip further, what you can consider is moving the stop loss to $65.40 to protect your position a little more, and then we will wait and see what the market does. Solana has been one of the runners, actually got above the higher resistance band here, still holding the ATMA. Let's have a look at a little bit more back data here. Alright, so yeah, $65 to $75 is probably going to be a difficult place to get through, and since Solana and Link already ran that much, I think it may be time for some consolidation, maybe a retest of the maybe $40 level, especially if Bitcoin starts correcting further. But even if not, a lot of people are probably keen to get out of Solana, or at least partially sell their bags and keep some in case it breaks to the upside, and put that money to work on the coins that have not run so much but look strong, like APE, for example, and Atom too, because in terms of the gone trading bands, Atom is still relatively closer to the EQ than it is to the upper resistance band, which is at around $15.90. But if you look at things like Link and Litecoin, Solana, they are already at the top of the bands, and usually what I see past performance once, okay, so the beginning is always a little exceptional here, but once the price breaks above the higher resistance band, we usually get a little bit of a pullback and consolidation, but in this case it's a bull flag, and then just the price keeps going up. But this was of course in the largest bull run in recent history, so we will have to see if the consolidation above the higher resistance is also going to be something resembling a bull flag, and then maybe get the $40 level wick to, and then continue to the upside. UNI failed to break through the $5.66 level, and we did not get the bullish consolidation I was looking for here. I got stopped out. I actually had moved my stop loss into profit to around $5.10, and I got stopped out this morning, but in profit, so I'm happy about that. New entries could be sought at around $4.95, maybe $5, and then we will have to see if we can get another challenge together with Bitcoin rallying towards 40k and UNI popping back up towards 566, and then give us the bullish consolidation which we are waiting for, and then continue to the upside. Still around $7.40 I think is a plausible target, and $6.50 for partial profits. Lastly, XRP. So XRP lost the ATMA as well quite strongly, and it's not showing much signs of life, or many signs of life right now, so we can already forget about this. So see retest of the gone trading bands EQ at around 65, 67, maybe 56, 57, maybe 58 cents is in the cards. Trickle down, wick through it, and then reclaim the ATMA and move back to the upside. So I'm still long exposed on XRP. If we get a dip towards 58 cents, I will consider adding to my bag, because the first retest of the EQ usually gives at least a small bounce, and then if I see weakness in the bounce, then I can still protect my position with stop loss at break even or in profit. But for now, for the next 2 or 3 days, I'll just be watching Bitcoin, and especially on the 4-hour, waiting for the potential positive divergence here to give me a go sign. And at the same time, I'll also be watching the reaction if the RSI on the daily time frame comes back towards 50, if we can get some sort of reaction there, or if it will just go full blown to 30, in which case probably we will be at least seeing the 50% level, which is 34,300 of the channel, maybe even the channel low tested. But in that case, I will have to reassess my whole base case scenario. That's it for today, and see you again on Friday.